Hey guys, how you doing? I know I haven't gotten an opportunity to come out for a while now, but oh my god, it has been so busy. Our focus has been, Avalon and getting the community to where we want it to be, and of course, our operations are moving up there, and there's just so much going on. But I had a little time this morning, and I promised to come into Plaisance. I'm in Plaisance, guys, for quite some time now, and I haven't had the chance to do it. And this has been requested for such a long time ago. So let me show you what's happening out here in Plaisance. Now Plaisance is on the East Coast. It's a very sought after community, should we say, because it's not that far from Georgetown, probably about 5 to 7 minutes based on how you drive, obviously. And in all this time being at home in Guyana, I never came in here until recently, and I'm like, I didn't know all this stuff is going on in Plaisance. So of course, I would come looking to see if I could find pieces of land that are for sale and stuff. I haven't seen any yet, but you never know. You never know what I might bounce up into, and so on and so forth. But for those of you guys that are from Plaisance, that have left Guyana for quite a while, this might be a little nostalgia or nostalgic, should we say. This is a home for the children, St. John's Orphanage. And with everything else that is going on here, we're trying not to, focus on all that stuff, but to focus on what we can focus on, which is doing what we do best, which is making home ownership affordable for the masses. Those of you that are planning on coming back home, I can only, let me back up a little bit. I've been saying this forever, right? Come home before you cannot afford to live in Guyana. Okay, I know this is like a public service announcement. I've been saying this for a while, and for those of you that have been following and telling your family and stuff about what's happening and what we're doing here in Guyana, Sundays are market days. Let me just jump to that. But all I could tell you guys, come home and buy something before you can't afford anything. This is the line top at Plaisance, where everybody come and hang out and stuff on a Friday night. It's converted to a market right now, and I don't know what it is with these narrow roads, guys. This is supposed to be the public road in Plaisance, and as you get further back, it is getting narrower and narrower. So come home, people, come home. And even if you don't plan on staying here, buy something and rent it out. We do property management also. We have a large property management arm, and if it is that you guys need to just buy a piece of property, build it up, and rent it out so that you have an income coming from Guyana, you can do so. And at least when you come back home, you will have a place to call home, and you don't have to stay in some hotel, because not even those hotel prices are getting lovelier and lovelier. It makes a lot of sense to have your own place, so that when you come straight from the airport, you could go home, and you don't have to rent out the entire home. Like I would suggest for most of our overseas based Guyanese that are thinking about coming back home, you don't have to you could get the income generating property, and then you rent out downstairs and keep the upstairs for you for when you're home, so you don't have to ask the people to leave, etc., etc. Of course, we do all the vetting to find the right people for your places and so on, but just leave one of the units available or something so that you can have a place to stay when you come home. Well, as this road gets narrower, I'm going to turn around because I'm not from this neighborhood, and I could talk about what we do forever and how we could encourage you guys more and more and more to come back home and get a piece of real estate, because number one, Guyana will be unrecognizable in about 5 years from now, and you could take my word for it. and because there's everybody and their mother here that is buying everything, and Guyana has no restrictions when it comes to real estate and people coming in and purchasing real estate. There's none. There's no other Caribbean territory that you could just go and just buy a piece of property, right? And it's like a little free-for-all. So what I was saying for all these years is that a lot of you are gonna return to, you know, back in colonial time again, because you wouldn't be able to afford any of the property, and what you can afford might be someplace to rent in your own country. So that's another public service announcement. So if it is that you guys are seriously thinking about really coming back home, whether you're coming home to stay or you're just gonna be here 6 months out of the year or 4 months out of the year, etc., do so now. Do so now while you can still afford to, right? Because sooner than later, you can't say I didn't tell y'all, right? You wouldn't be able to afford anything here. All right, guys, this is your favorite Dr. K, Caribbean Queen of Real Estate, out here in Guyana, South America. We're developing a beautiful 2,500 plus home community at Avalon at Friendship on the East Bank. We have made home ownership affordable for the masses. So whether you're overseas or you're in Guyana, you can still afford one of these beautiful homes. If you have your own land, of course, we can build it for you. If you don't have land, you can build in our community. Until next time, guys, have an awesome one, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.